Welcome to our post-game press conference. We are joined by our best player, Chris Banquero, and Coach Luigi Trillo of Meralco. Gentlemen, congratulations. I'll start with you, Coach. Coach, this game was highly physical. It was emotional, but what can you say about how your players played through it and battled through it and get this victory?
Yeah, I thought in the first half we got a couple of leads, but in terms of defense, we kind of let them into the game again. In the second half, we kind of locked down in terms of what we needed to do. I think we gave them 31 points, right? But hats off to NLEX. You see what a great season they've had. They tied up there in terms of the team standings. Robert Bolick is, a hell of a player. I think it was just that second half where we kind of outplayed them in terms of what we needed to do. But you see how close these quarters have been for us. Till the first half, it was nip and tuck.
Coach, you just closed out this series. You'll be facing Ginebra in the next round. But what are some of the things about the series against NLEX that will help or possibly prepare you in that best of 7 series against Ginebra?
Well, first of all, at least if we go to a game 3, then you're looking to turn around and play right away the next couple of days, right? So at least we were able to rest and regroup a bit. We'll be in even when it comes to preparation with Meralco, with Ginebra. And that's gonna be a good series as well. We've known them from the past 7 games this time. But they're a different animal altogether. But I think hats off. This guy played a hell of a game. I'm sure he's happy with his performance, and more than that, I think our team defense kind of held up in that second half.
Thank you, Coach. Chris, you're one of the more steady players. When the game gets more physical, when emotions are high, what are some of the things you tell yourself just to make sure that the focus still is in execution, especially you're one of the playmakers of this team?
Yeah, first off, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and to Just, if you're watching, happy Mother's Day. I missed you very much. But to answer your question, breathe, relax. The game's going to be physical. It was extremely physical this series, and it's going to be even more when we play Ginebra. It's playoff basketball. So just remembering to keep a cool head and not let your emotions get the best of you, because we don't want to give up technical fouls and flagrants, and you don't want to give up any points. So, just keep a level head and always bring your guys together is kind of to answer your question.
And during the elimination round, there were a couple of player-only meetings that were called by the veterans just to kind of give a wake-up call to everybody. How did that change the Meralco balls we're seeing? How did those discussions within the players help your team become better?
Yeah, it's no secret we got up to a slow start, but yeah, the veteran, we've got a bunch of vets in here, and we know that a slow start isn't the end of a conference. We want to be playing our best basketball as we go into the playoffs, and I think we're doing that right now. And even though we played good tonight, we still made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes, and we'll do better. We'll watch it. We'll watch a lot of film, like we always do, and fix that. But I think we understand that we're a good enough team to win a championship. So that's what we kept telling you guys. Even when things don't go our way and you lose a couple games, you lose 2 games in a row, 3. We understand that we got to play good basketball come playoff time, and that's what we're doing right now.
We now open the floor to questions from the media.
Coach, congratulations on getting back to the semis, but Coach, it seems like every year parang hindi nawawala na may Meralco Ginebra sa playoffs or finals since 2016. But what do you expect na magiging different dito sa latest chapter nitong face-off na with Ginebra?
Well, first of all, just for organization, it's super hard to get into the semifinals. I don't think people realize how hard it is to be consistent. So if you look at our last 8 conferences, we made 6 semis. That one conference Nu wasn't there, and last conference we got knocked out by Phoenix. But it's always special to be here in the semis. I'm sure, like Seb said, we have a lot of vets in our team. Even our only rookie probably who's getting minutes now is Brandon's 27. So we have a vet team, but always hard and tough when we face Ginebra. They're well coached. They've got some depth. Aside from the depth, they've added some guys like Ku who are really great role players. And it's always a challenge with that. So we know we have our hands full. We're gonna have to go back to the drawing board as a coaching staff. We're excited, but hats off to these guys. At least we're back here. We know what we're up against. It'll be hard all the way, but we're looking forward to that process.
Coach, you seem to have turned things around after being in danger of getting eliminated one time in the elimination. So what transpired during that stretch for Meralco?
Yeah, we never gave up. Like CB said, we had 2-3 days to prepare coming in. We thought we'd play in the third play date, and then we got off to a shaky start. But that's where characters revealed. We were 1-3. We had 2 solid games that we had to come in. Then we were 3-3. Then we lost 2. It's a credit to these guys. And it's just not our coaching staff, obviously led by Coach Nena. He's done a good job of really getting solid what we do. But we have a lot of vets who talk things over, and it's a testament to what our culture is like, diba? So masaya kami doon. This sometimes when you go through some adversity like that, it really tests us, right? And I think these things can strengthen us if we look at it. But we know we have our hands full. Ginebra is going to be a challenge. I think we want to invite everybody to watch the games. It's going to be a good series, and we look forward to it.
Coach, you held Robert Bolick to just 18 points today. Was there a concerted effort talaga to limit his production after 48 points in?
Well, I think Robert Bolick is hard to defend, so it's just not CB. CB was the main guy on him, and you have to tire him out, right? But it takes certain things that we needed to do. So, I think in this game, the first game he had 48 points. This game, sinusubukan niya to get other guys involved, but he's just such a hard matchup, such a hard guard to defend. So you have to give him different looks, right? And I thought, you show he gets to the middle of the paint, he's finding guys for 3-point shots. If you drop on him, he's special enough that he gets to the paint. You switch on him, he probes, he's able to attack, and he always makes the right read. So it's hard, but I thought we did great in terms of our defense. Also a compliment to our post offense. I thought we did good in terms of certain guys we wanted to attack, and these guys were sharing the ball. So I think we need to grow from this. And against Ginebra, we're going to have to sit down and see where we can attack also points of attack.
Coach, you mentioned about Brandon Bates. He had 7 rebounds and 3 blocks today. Do you think he'll play a crucial role in the Ginebra series?
I think moving forward, it is. If you look at the teams that are there, it's Ginebra, and if you do get by Ginebra, you have San Miguel. But Brandon does a lot of the dirty works, like great pickup for us, character guy all the way. He's learning. He has these guys, the vets, to take care of him, and his growth this conference, napakaganda sa amin. He had a little bit of a knee injury, so it took some time. But now, he's doing his own thing. And very good question. I think we really need him against Ginebra. You see what Stan Hardinger is doing. You have Japet there, so we need another big to help Raymond. So malaking bagay si Brandon moving forward.
Yeah, just real quick for Brandon, not just for Ginebra, just for years to come. He's a very important piece for our team. He's an amazing teammate, and he's got a lot of potential, and he's a big piece of this franchise for sure. Just to add that.
He reminds us of a little bit of this guy was, and I could see Sonny Tosh. He comes in and he does the dirty work. So he's a little bit in that mold also, where he's an important guy when it comes to certain things you want to do.
Miss Sunny.
With that, we wrap up our post-game press conference. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your time.